China's attempt at a victory by espionage is off to a suboptimal start, and our heroic age is drawing to a close with little time remaining to secure a normal age. Fingers crossed, we'll have to see how it goes. Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Civilization 6 in Series 3 of our Controlled Chaos Metaseries, Empire of Espionage. So, we just finished feudalism, and the countdown has just started. Right at the end of the last episode, we used that as kind of a marker for the beginning of this one and the end of the previous one. So we have 10 turns to secure a normal age. Jebel Barkal will be done in 6 turns. So I'm not feeling awful about obtaining this particular era bonus, especially because we could unlock monarchy right now. Hang on, let's see. Is there anything that would give me another spy sooner? Probably not. Okay, just for the era score, I am going to go ahead and go for monarchy. It's going to take 3 turns, and converting to that should secure our normal age. We might even have a shot at a golden age, but it would be kind of hard. So I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself there. All right, we have this builder who is still not able to do anything. However, if we go ahead and buy that tile, then you can definitely do things. Excellent. So that's another luxury resource for us that we didn't have before. All things considered, this run is going exceptionally well so far. It did kind of suck to see the very first spy mission fail so catastrophically. At the same time, I think it's still going well overall. Let me go ahead and come up here to chop down some more of these woods. And yeah, 6 turns until Jebel Barkal is done. A Mahabodhi temple has been built. And yeah, why don't you go ahead and improve that. And now Jebel Barkal will be done in 5 turns, thankfully. And we can actually chop down those trees too, so it'll be even fewer turns, to tell you the truth. To the next turn, please. Harbor is almost done in Beijing. I think that also will give some era score because that was a +3 harbor, if I recall. So I think +3 is the minimum for getting... Oh, nope, just kidding. It's not. Need a little bit more than that. I was going to say, you occasionally will get era score bonuses for building very nice districts. So, all right, this settler is going to head up in this direction. We just need to see which tile would be the best. This is a Plains Hills tile. I think this makes the most sense. We're going to have to build an aqueduct to make this city work, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and get that settler on their way. And then here in Beijing, we probably do need to go ahead and just build a lighthouse. Although an aqueduct, you know, speaking of cities that need an aqueduct, Beijing is the prime example. Let's go ahead and put that down so that we have fresh water there. That'll be good for that city for the remainder of the game. Okay, what can I do here? No more woods to chop down unless I buy a tile, and I can't buy a tile right now. Doesn't make sense to build a Great Wall tile there. So I guess what I'll do... Yeah, I'll have this builder come over here and improve this stone tile. I think that's the most sensible course of action at this point. We'll have that builder come back. I think that builder in Handan will just stay in Handan until the city expands a little bit more, and there might be more that can be improved. There are some... It's going to take a while, but there are some rare resources, or bonus, I should say bonus resources in the immediate area. But it's going to take a moment for the city to expand to that point. Perfect. All right, let's go ahead and chop these down. And there's our Daramer and Jiaodong. Which means I now have the ability to... I need to rebuild my spy. But I also think I would benefit from having more settlers. I might be able to buy a settler with faith before this era ends. I'll have to be mindful of that. I could also build a galley, and that would secure some extra era score. So you know what? Let's do that. We're building it in a lake, which is unfortunate. If we build a canal, we'll be able to get it out. But okay, so you're going to give me the Art of War, and you're going to give me 2 gold per turn for 30 turns, and you just want me to open my borders and give you 30 diplomatic You know what, dude? Tell you what. Tell you what. Toss a little bit of sugar in there for me. He's not going to give me gold per turn anymore, but I'd honestly rather have the sugar. So let's sweeten this a little bit just to keep him in our good graces. What are you talking about? Dude. Oh, just kidding. Hold on. My bad. Should have taken it in the other direction because that was his offer. Okay, so yeah. There we go. Next turn.
I conclude then this point touching upon the power of kings with this axiom of divinity. That is, to dispute what God may do is blasphemy. So it is sedition to dispute what a king may do.
We have gotten the alternate quote for this government in the last couple of series in a row, so it's kind of nice to get something a little bit more serious, but I will always miss Monty Python. So let's go for monarchy here. Your people are enthusiastic to try this new form of government. Confirm the switch. Yes, there's 3 era score right there, which I believe locked in a normal
Rocks
era.
in my path? I keep them all. With them, I shall build my castle.
Okay. Extra production towards defensive buildings, probably a good idea. I don't have any walls yet. I don't have any policies that help with spying at the moment, but that makes sense because we haven't actually reached that point. I think it's probably a good idea for me to go ahead and select natural philosophy. This is a huge boost in science. I'm up to 60 science per turn, which helps me actually get ahead of Matthias of Hungary. So that's a nice step in the right direction. Why don't we go ahead and research civil service here so we can establish alliances. You might even ally with Montezuma. Yeah, I think I'll be able to buy a settler with faith. How many more turns do we have? 8? Yes, definitely. So, +1 spy and spy capacity. Ooh, yep. Definitely going for the intelligence agency in Shendu. And then we will research the buttress technology, so we'll have the ability to build dams and prevent floods, as well as build the Hagia Sophia if I so choose. I kind of doubt that I'll build the Hagia Sophia, but we could if we wanted to. It's a distinct possibility. All right. Let's remove these woods. There's only 1 turn left on Jebel Barkal. Starting to feel a little bit more optimistic about this wonder. Wow. The very first galley. So no one else has built a galley at all. That was unexpected. I would have thought that someone would have built one by now, but I suppose not. All right, then. In that case, why don't you go ahead and build your walls. We'll have the galley hang out there. That was hugely unexpected. All right, so Cleo wants some metal. Now that I'm actually going to be producing some, you want to give me 4 gold per turn and open your borders to me. Sure. Sure, Cleo. It's fine. I think we might get a golden age. There's a distinct possibility that we're about to unlock a golden age. We're going to follow a heroic age with a golden age, which means...
At the southwest corner, a large perpendicular mass of sandstone has become separated by a deep fissure from the body of the mountain. It has all the appearance of a colossal statue.
Yeah, there is a downside to that, which is that if we have 2 golden ages, or, you know, a heroic age and a golden age in a row, then it's going to make obtaining even a normal age very difficult in the subsequent era. Okay, Montezuma, friendship has expired. Let's redeclare that. My heart turns white, he says. All right, so not quite ready to buy that settler yet. It's going to be 215, but we can go ahead and build medieval walls. Also, yeah, why don't you go ahead and build a library there. Skip the builder's turn. And I'm going to bring this builder down here to chop down those trees so that the walls finish up a little faster. I'm pretty happy with the amount of exploration that's happened on this continent over the past little while. There's a little bit more to be discovered, but I want to make sure that I get my scouts home so I can upgrade them. Make them a little bit better than they presently are.
An architect should
Really liking the way this is looking. Oh, sorry, Sean.
Send him to our hills and let him study there what nature understands by a buttress and what by a dome.
When you look at this mountain range and where we're going to be able to place, for instance, an encampment district, I think that's one of the most exciting things about the way the series is going right now. All right, I'm going to go for stirrups just because it'll give extra food to pastures and it's going to be done in 2 turns. All right, we're going to improve that quarry. Only 7 more era score required. I haven't done anything with a Great Wall yet. All right, 1 more turn and medieval walls are done in Jiaodong. Jiaodong is doing very well as a city. Grey Shark clan has been dispersed. University of Sankor has been built by an unmet player, probably on the other continent.
That's someone who works for the federal government, but doesn't have to take the civil service examination.
Okay, so let's go for medieval fair so we can have an additional governor. Well, no. Let's do mercenaries, because I want that envoy. I want all of the things to be fair. Okay. So in Jiaodong, I think this would be a good opportunity for me to build an industrial zone. Ooh, I did not realize it was that good of an industrial zone. However, hang on. I don't remember what the range is. 6 tiles. Yeah. So in order for this to actually benefit the other cities, I would have to place it here, not there. But that would be less productive in terms of overall production. So, and yeah, it would have to be here, replace. Oh, I don't like that. That stinks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Maybe that's not the best spot for an industrial zone. Maybe what we need here is an entertainment complex instead to help ensure that these cities stay nice and happy. Or maybe we need a commercial hub. Let's do that. We'll go the commercial hub route instead. And let's get ancient walls built in Jean. Oh, definitely time for our settler. There's that. Can't quite buy a granary right now, but we're getting there. Handan would really benefit from a harbor, though. Let's do a granary first, just to get it building like as rapidly as possible. Or growing, I should say. Because there's not a lot that I can improve in Handan right now until it grows out to 3 tiles from its... I mean, there's these fish here. But there's just not a ton that I can get food-wise for Handan. Unless I were to give tiles to it from other cities, which I want to try to avoid doing. Alright, can I upgrade you? Not just yet. I am tempted to start building the Great Wall, I'm not going to lie. Alright, so let's chop down those woods there momentarily. We were much, much more fortunate with woods in this particular series than we were in past series. Okay, I'm going to take this builder and send them over to this stone tile here because we can either harvest that or we can go ahead and improve it so we get the production bonuses for Shendu. Seems like a good idea.
Few inventions have been so simple as the stirrup, but few have had so catalytic an influence on history.
Alright, so we've unlocked the night, and pastures produce an additional 1 food per turn. Let's research military engineering. I would like to see where the niter is on the map, if we have any. Can't do anything with that scout right now. That's fine. Yeah, Jean may end up being the best city for an industrial zone in the area. Yeah, I think that'll work. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, that will work. It'll work better than the other one would have. What if I did it here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, it'd have to be here. And that involves buying a tile. Or I could put it down here, gain more production, and it would only support Beijing. But that's not the worst thing. That's really not the worst thing. Yeah, I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and place that. As much as I want to focus on the university there, we'll build that probably next. Nice. We're just a few turns away from having this city in place. Continue to skip that turn there. I would love to see what's going on out here a little bit. But I also kind of want to finish military engineering before I send this settler anywhere. I might be able to send them, like, in a general direction. Like, I like the idea of settling near here, for example. Is there a rice tile, by chance? No, but there is Grasslands Hills. Oof. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to go for that tile there. If we can settle this area, we're going to have pearls locked in, like lots of additional tradable pearls, which we wouldn't otherwise have. Nothing more that I can trade at the moment. All right, next turn, please. Let's go ahead and clear these woods. Now the industrial zone is only going to need 4 more turns. Yeah, much, much more fortunate in terms of the woods we've been able to chop down and like the production benefits we've gotten from that. Your embassy is a welcome addition to our capital. Okay, so we've got some technological advancement happening despite the fact that we are doing better in that sense this game. You can definitely tell that the AI is staying ahead of me. I cannot yet propose the same building, for example. Three turns, and we'll be done. Looks like we're not going to get a golden age, but we do have a normal age, which you know what? Maybe that's preferable at the end of the day, because I wouldn't want to have at the next era transition a harder time locking down even a normal age. So we've had a heroic age, and that's good. Hang on, how many? We've got 2 turns left. And how expensive is a settler? Yeah, we're not going to get another settler, so I think it's probably time. Let's train a builder in Jiadong. Train a builder in Jian. And unfortunately, those are going to be our last 2 that we purchase with faith. Still huge, though. That's 6 improvements. 6. For each of those cities. Or, you know, choppings. All right. World religion. We can always make Confucianism the world religion. 100% of the city-states yield type when sending trade routes to a city-state of this type. I don't know that I'm going to vote heavily here. Yeah. I'm not going to sink any extra diplomatic favor into this round of voting at the... All right, so it looks like Zolkin has been given extra combat strength, and trade city-states provide additional yield.
Build, battle.
Okay, well, that's not a good sign. We just unlocked Niter. I don't see any showing up at the top of the screen, so we don't already have any. And it does not appear as a notification that we have discovered any Niter. Oof. Oh, nice. All right, so there is some... Okay, we're good. Never mind. Everything is fine. We are totally good. We have got Niter. That was nerve-wracking for a moment there, but it clearly is in place. All right, so this is our Plains Hills tile. Let's go ahead and settle there. And speaking of Niter, let's improve that right away. Your knowledge of rifling has advanced considerably. Notice how big that boost was. That's due to our Golden Age, or Heroic Age, being in place. Let's go ahead and start building some farming in Jean. Because I think now that we have the industrial zone going up, I can safely switch that city back to a growth focus and not worry too much about it. I will go ahead and build a lighthouse in Beijing for the extra trade route capacity. And yeah, let's go ahead and research cartography. We're actually on schedule with cartography this time, which is nice. It's not always the case. We do have enough gold to buy a monument right away, but I think what I'd rather do with my gold is upgrade one of my scouts. So I think what I'll do is just build a granary in Lanchi. Therefore, it'll just start growing a little bit faster as soon as that building is finished. More citizens equals more tiles worked, equals more production of food, gold, et al. There are no people living in your, or so few people living in your empire, it must be hard to get anything done. You know what, dude? I don't know why you feel the need to talk trash. I'm doing just fine. Why do we have to be critical of each other? Just a question. Why do we have to be so barb-tradey? And there's the Renaissance era. Normal age. Let's see how everyone else did.
Though, hey, we just go wherever there's a mixture of money and trouble.
Change policies. Yeah, I'm going to do the 50% gold discount on all unit upgrades because we kind of need that at the moment. And I'll probably take that back before too long. Policy agenda set. Make dedication. Hungary's in a golden age, but everyone else is either in a normal or a dark age. Cleo is in a dark age. Get wrecked. All right, Hixunt Draconis. +3 era score for each time you discover a new continent or natural wonder. So remember, in order to actually take advantage of this era score bonus, we have got to get some boats built, essentially. So in 6 turns... Well, no, I don't have another harbor building yet. In 6 turns, I'm going to need to build a caravel. All right, let's work on medieval fairs so that we can finally have access to that governor title. We're going to get the ancient walls going in Chengdu, and we have 2 envoys available here. No one else, I don't think anyone else has even met Auckland. No one else is competing for Auckland, which is great. I do need to improve my religion. Haven't forgotten about that. Okay. So we've only met 2 of the secret societies. And at this point, it's like, do we need to go ahead and pick one so that we're not just going by the wayside on that? So we can either have ley lines, or we can have the old god obelisk building, a powerful replacement of the monument. Ley lines give a major adjacency bonus to all specialty districts. See, that would have been good for planning. I don't know. I think I'll wait it out until we meet one more of the secret societies. All right, extra production towards districts. In Xi'an, which would be handy for the industrial zone. All right, there's the skirmisher promotion. There's that one. And we need a little bit more gold, but we'll be able to promote that warrior to a man-at-arms. I think the ley lines would have been good earlier in the game, like if I had just gone with them when I met them, because then I would know, okay, I want to make sure I have a city here near these ley lines. Now, because I've settled a lot of my main cities, any ley lines that are in my territory, like where they are and how they would benefit districts, would just be more sheer coincidence at this point. And then the monument bonus, I'm not feeling super competitive at the moment about any of that, about cities or needing to make sure loyalty pressure stays high. I mean, I guess, hang on, maybe Old God Obelisk. If the city already has maximum loyalty, it also provides an additional +1 culture. So, I mean, it looks cool. And provides extra faith. Oh, that's interesting. And a great work slot. Okay, so that would help us generate faith per turn. We finally have another spy. Good lord. All right, so who should I spy on is the question. Honestly, the person that I need to be spying on most is Montezuma. Because he's got the most science and culture per turn. So let's go ahead and confirm that and see how it goes. Fingers crossed it goes better than the last attempt. All right, we need to chop down those woods. Well, okay, correction. We don't need to chop them down, but we would probably do well to do so. Okay, so you want horses. You're going to give me gold per turn. Tell you what. All right, so you want 6 horses and 3 gold in just an immediate payment. Nothing over time. Let's do that. I would rather have that resource from you, sir. Special session of the World Congress. Waiting for... Oh, it doesn't involve us. It involves a player I have not met, because we are not getting to vote. Oh, wow. A military emergency has been passed on Matthias of Hungary. So who are you at war with now? Interesting. Canada and Mongolia are now at war with Hungary. Having constructed so many types of districts, your engineers have become skilled in city construction. Nice. Can't quite train an apostle here yet, but we will be able to soon. I'll go ahead and build the university in Chengdu. We're a little bit behind on that. And yeah, I'll do the workshop here in Jian first. And we have 2 more envoys that just became available here. I think, honestly though, yeah, those are 2 more on top of the ones that I just got. Nice. So I'm just going to go to the other faith-based city-state and gain even more faith per turn as a result of that. We need 265 for an apostle, and we need 2 apostles if we're going to fully improve our religion. Okay. Got our work cut out for us then. All right, let's start building farms so that these cities can grow nice and fast. Let's chop down these woods. 3 turns remaining until the workshop is done. Can you upgrade yet? Nope, not just yet. We are not really making a ton of gold. Probably need to change that. All right, so you want niter. Of course he wants niter. Tell you what. You give me gold for 30 turns. And you can have the niter. How about that? Especially because you're opening your borders to me. Which, by the way, in Civ 6, opening borders is not just about opening borders. It also gives you a little bit more diplomatic visibility. So you can see what's going on in other civilizations more easily when you have that in place. If you didn't know. All right, next turn. Hard to believe we're at turn 106 already. 900 AD. This is what happens when you have, like, a nice geographical barrier due to these mountains. We haven't really had the AI find a reason to be aggressive toward me in the way that has happened so many times this year already with other series. Okay, there is a part of me that wants to build the Great Wall, like, for sure. Let me check on something real quick, because I'm curious. Must be built in a line along the borders of your empire. I don't really have, like, an obvious spot to build it at the moment, because we have our own Great Wall in the form of this mountain range. You know, that's really the issue. All right, I'm going to come over here because I want to use this builder's last charge to chop down those woods when they become available. I can, however, build a Great Wall. I could do it here, you know. We could close that off. I like that idea. There's still the question of, like, well, should we build an encampment too? But we could have the Great Wall in place. And that would be satisfying just for lore reasons, if for nothing else. Interesting. Canada wants Niter as well. They all want my Niter. You know what? I need gold per turn, so I'm going to go ahead and take this offer from Canada. It's not a ton of gold per turn, but it's more than I currently have. So we will roll with it. Gentle Eruption.
There are very honest people who do not think that they have had a bargain unless they have cheated a merchant.
Abso-frickin-lutely. All right, so I think I still want the production bonus towards defensive buildings. But I also like the idea now of having the industrial zone adjacency bonuses. It's only going to apply to one city. Also, additional gold per turn wouldn't be the worst thing. Like, so extra harbor adjacency bonuses. Or +2 gold from all trade routes, because we're about to have more trade routes. Let's do that instead. There we go. That helped a little bit. Because we're about to finish our commercial hub as well. Okay, so in 2 turns, we will be able to build caravels, and we're going to start working on the ability to train privateers as well. So we're going to have multiple opportunities to go out and explore. All right, let's get the university built in Jeanne. Do we need to go for a secret society? I kind of am liking the idea of the Void Singers at this point. Let's go ahead and appoint the Void Singers. Let's join them. I think that's the same as the Aztec anyway, so that'll cement our relationship with them. I kind of wanted to hold out for vampires, I'm not going to lie. But we are already over 100 turns into the series, and I think it's probably a good idea to go ahead and take advantage of this particular special feature. Our world is shallow, theirs is deep. You have opened your mind to the song of the void and accepted its truth. The old ones are sleeping, but we can hear their dreams. What seems to be madness is a higher truth. We wait and watch the sea and sing their praises. Go to governor screen. So this allows me to build the Old God Obelisk building, which replaces the monuments. It looks like those automatically got built. So now I'm going to have a lot more faith per turn. And I'm noticing already that I have enough for an apostle. Let's go ahead and buy that apostle. On you, I see the mark of evil. All right, so we have chosen a side, and you can see, I see you by your signs, and I'm glad to know that we are kin. So we've kind of played into our current friendship's hands there. That worked out, especially given that we're about to spy on him. You know, just want to give him more reasons to like me. There's multiple bonuses, multiple benefits to what I just did. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and build a section of the Great Wall here. There's some era score. That could help lock down the Golden Age earlier. But I think if I just build it here, at the very least, we can have that top portion completely closed off unless it were to be sailed around. And we, holy crap, are at the 35-minute mark. So I'm going to go ahead and stop this episode here. We're at the beginning of turn 108. It's 940 AD. We aren't producing a ton of science, but we have really good campus districts. We have only one theater district so far, so I need to change that, don't I? But we have a lot of really good city placements, in addition to Auckland, which is helping with our production in a number of our cities, and will be more helpful the more of these tiles get added to my territory. So as I continue to add these shallow water tiles, Auckland will help. Also, I need to add desert tiles to Shendu so that we can really take advantage of the fact that Petra is here, because Petra is giving those 2 gold, 2 production, 2 food tiles to us, which is always lovely. Actually, what is it exactly? I don't think it's 2, 2, and 2, but it might be. It's 2, 2, and 1. That's right. So there's production on this hill because it's a hill, obviously. But overall, I think things are still going really well. It's interesting to see some of the military developments on this side of the continent. I'll be curious how this war plays out. It also looks like there's some loyalty pressure situations going on between Mongolia and Egypt. But we're just over here on the other side of our mountain range building up an awesome civilization that if these guys don't keep an eye on me, I'm going to run away with the game. So we'll have to see how this plays out, especially once China has multiple spies in place. Because remember, we also built the intelligence agency. So we have options to build additional spies. A lot to look forward to in the coming episode or 2, I think. We should start to see the benefits from playing as Wu Zetian, because we tried against Canada, but haven't been able to really reap those benefits just yet. Soon, though. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. If it's not your first time or even your second, look for the join button to access unique emotes, badges, and other perks. New episodes are coming out every day but Monday at 11 a.m. U.S. Eastern Time, and comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.